Hi, my name is Emily and I am the Korean accountant. I'm not actually fluent in Korean myself, even though my parents sent me to many Korean schools as a child. I didn't care enough to pay any attention. The only concept that I remember, or one of the few concepts that I remember, is the Korean alphabet, Hangul. But I generally have no idea what I'm reading. I don't understand what I'm reading. My dad taught my oldest daughter how to say hello in Korean, which is 안녕하세요. You gonna help me write 안녕하세요 in Korean? I wrote it out twice in Korean and twice in English. So the first letter is silent. You don't actually pronounce it in 안녕하세요. It's this letter that looks like in English O. Yep, there you go, just like that. The next letter, that's an ah sound. So that's this part of an. And the way you draw it is like that.
That's weird.
It's not weird. Think of it like the first part of an H. You do an H like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, ah in Korean. So can you write this letter, which is the ah sound, next to there? There you go. So that's the ah part, because this letter is silent and this is ah.
Then it's time for young.
Now it's time for the N. Wait, before you draw. This is the N in Korean. You draw it like an L. An L is like this. This letter is like that.
The vertical line is supposed to be longer.
An L, an American L, yes. But in the Korean letter N, the horizontal line is longer than the vertical line. Yep, just like that. Okay, so this syllable, it's called a syllable when you group letters together, is this whole word.
On.
And I just realized I misspelled the English pronunciation of that word. So where is that pencil back? There we go. There should be an N there. And N there. Okay.
Another silent one.
Nope, it's not silent.
What?
So this syllable is pronounced young. 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 Can you hear it when you say Ahn Nyeung?
Yes, since the two ends in this word went together.
Correct. Very good. Okay, so do you recognize the first letter in this syllable?
The cell-looking
Yep.
one.
What do you think that one is?
N.
Good.
You told me since you underlined it.
Yeah. So can you write or draw this letter for me?
Mm-hmm.
This letter is next. That is pronounced yo. Can you hear it in Ahn Nyeung? In the young part, it's yo.
Mm-hmm.
So the way you write it is the letter looks right, but the strokes you didn't do correctly. Do the strokes this way. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3.
I'm used to my way.
Huh?
I'm used to my way.
Well, you don't have a way because you've never written this word before.
These two first.
Yes, the little guys first. Go from top to bottom. Yeah. So the last letter of Nyeung is this Korean letter. Now I previously said it was silent, right? In the word Ahn. What do you hear in Young at the end? Young.
NG.
Very good. So when this Korean letter ends the syllable, it's pronounced NG. So when you're missing the part of Ahn Nyeung, where do you think you should write it here? There you go. Okay, now we've written Ahn Nyeung. Do you think you should write Ahn Nyeung in Korean again over here? You look at how it looks over here, and you just repeat it down here. Good job! Okay, what color did you pick?
Blue.
Blue. So you're going to switch from green to blue. So the next syllable is ha. Now the next letter in ha is the H sound. And so you write the H like this or like that. Can you draw that over here?
Either one.
That's good. You draw the other style over here. Yeah. So can you write the H sound in Korean? Okay, good. What do you hear in the syllable ha besides the H? We wrote it already in Ahn Nyeung.
Ah.
Good. Do you remember how to write ah? Hello. Hi. Good. Good job, darling. How would you say this syllable?
Ha.
Yeah. So, in here, do you think you could write Ahn Nyeung ha? Wait. There's an order to the way you write each letter. Here, I'll write Ahn Nyeung ha first. Ahn Nyeung ha. So we did Ahn Nyeung ha. Now the next letter, yep, se. Or, sorry, the next syllable, this is called a syllable, is se. So in Korean, the S is drawn like this. Like a wishbone. We Can you do that right here? Good. Now the next letter is this one. What do you think it sounds like in se, if we already did the s part?
Eh.
Yes. But the way you draw it is... Did you see that or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay. So, can you see my hand?
Mm-hmm.
Good. The handwriting looks very nice here, darling. So can you write it again? Se. Good. Okay. You want to try 안녕하세요? Or I'm sorry, 안녕하세. We're almost done.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll have you write it here. Yeah, and you want me to write it first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will write out 안녕하세. Okay. Ahn Nyeung se. Good job. One syllable left. We've done 안녕하세, and the whole phrase is 안녕하세요. Which syllable is missing?
Yo.
Good. Okay.
That one looks kind of easy.
It is. Oh, compared to se and young, yo is easy. So, do you recognize this letter?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how to draw it? Let's do it right here. Okay, now, do you remember what it's pronounced, or how it's pronounced? When it's the first letter of the syllable, do you pronounce it if it's the first letter of the syllable? Good. Good job. So, the sound is yo, and if this letter is silent, what sound do you think this letter makes?
Yo.
Say it again.
Yo.
Good. So, to write yo, you write it like this. You write that under the silent letter. Yeah. Can you write this whole thing one more time over here? Okay, so first, what phrase are we writing out?
Ahn.
Well, the whole thing. What's the whole thing?
안녕하세요.
Good. Now, do you think you could write the whole phrase 안녕하세요 right here if I write it underneath? Okay. Ahn Nyeung yo. This will be the last time I ask today. Can you write 안녕하세요? I write it first. 안녕하세요. Okay. That's it. We're done. Thank you.